Now, in Indonesia, again, there's a different culture, even though they may have the same features and everything, but their culture is different. The way they dress is different. That's why when you see someone walking down the road, you know that that's an Indonesian, not a Malaysian. Even we can identify, this is a Singaporean, not a Malaysian. So in Munawwarah, what we try to do is create a fusion. Whoever you are, from whichever part of the world, if you walk in, you may find something which will suit your culture, right? Okay. So Islamic fashion in Malaysia, of course, with the fact that there are so many international programs on television now, you know, you are so used to seeing, you know, this girl looks simply gorgeous in that style of tudung, you know, for example. A lot of people forget that we don't have the features to carry that type. We don't have the lifestyle to carry that type. So as we know, Malaysians love their kebayas and their baju kurungs, and I feel, yeah, fine, that is Islamic fashion if you wear it the right fabric and you use the right cut. But again, I think Islamic fashion is what you will make it out to be. It's not about jubbah. It's not about wearing baju kurung. No. It is not about wearing hijab a particular way, but it is about understanding the principles and applying fashion to those principles.
Fantastic. Well said. So over the years, what would you say was your best year in business? Like, the business has been running for just under 20 years, probably about 18 years. And you've gone through some certain trials and tribulations, some good times, some not so good times. But what was your best business year, and why do you think it was such a good year in terms of formula, in terms of planning, in terms of why?
Oh, this is something we always sit back and discuss, I suppose.
Kindly share with us.
Yeah, Dato always thinks that every year is a good year, because every year she sees something new and something, a different achievement for Munawwarah. If you define good year as how much profit we made in the bank, I would say how much was re-injected or how much we earned, then it's quite difficult to say, because the business has been, we've been happy with what's happened over the last 20 years.
So every year is an improvement, yeah?
Every year is an improvement. And every year brings a different challenge, I think, to all of us. There was a year when there was a very bad recession, and our landlords, during the recession, the landlord hiked the price of, you know, the rental, and we were left with no shop because we just couldn't meet that, you know. Wow. And we were left with no shop. We were actually shifted back to the house. It was really difficult, but by having faith, I suppose, and a better offer came. Now, when the better offer came, we got a better location at a better price, and we put in all our efforts into making it grow again. It became one of a very good year, because I suppose investing our hard work again made it happen. So it became, although it may not have been good financially, but it was a good year because it was an achievement. We managed to ride that wave. You know, we managed to face the challenge that we had.
You brought up a really good point earlier about setting the mood and the mindset, and how that was the most challenging aspect of the business. Now, as people heard more about the Munawwarah brand and it grew, mindsets and moods change. From a business point of view, how did you grab onto those changes and really run with it?
This is one thing I really marvel at my mother. Now, she really has this flair of saying, I think we're going to do this month. Now look at her and say what? Are you sure? But after working with her, after being her daughter for almost 40 years, I've learned that just do it. You know, because she really has this flair of identifying what will be the new ideas. One, she's very well traveled. She goes overseas. Yeah, she goes overseas. She makes a point to go to Europe, to go to every country that she can think of, to get inspiration. Like this lounge, for example. When we first thought of it, we said, is it a waste of space? You know, is it a waste of space? It's one whole lot. And how are we going to get income from this? Just by entertaining people, you know? Yeah. But then after almost a year, now we had the Permaisuri Agong, she came to launch the shop earlier in March. Now she's a very dear a very inspiring woman for us. Yeah, and again, we were during the event. We said it's not the shop that you're launching; it's the concept. It's about being friends and being together, and it's about creating moods. So setting the mood again, as you asked just now, it is about traveling. It is about seeing the world, but seeing the world, as I said just now, not just a tree as a tree, but seeing the world with the what is the message behind it.
The fashion business is very much about inspiration. We're just going to take a very short commercial break right here on Entrepreneur, but when we come back, we're going to get inspired even more. Stick with us right here on Entrepreneur.
Sardin. Pandainya anak mak. Mesti ayah suka. Tentu abang suka masakan kelas food sardin.
Lazatnya ada kelas.
Ya, kelas food sardin pilihan bijak sekeluarga.
Pada harga serendah ini, anda mampu menceriakan Christmas. Postme.com.my, produk inovasi Post Malaysia.
Isnin hingga Jumaat, Sukan Awani bersama.
Saya Ian Johan Arif.
Saya Syamil Izzuan Azizan.
Bersama saya Zulhelmi Mizan Azam.
Saya Fazli Aziz.
Memaparkan perkembangan sukan antarabangsa dan tempatan.
Memaparkan kejayaan atlet dan isu semasa dalam dan luar negara.
Sukan Awani, Isnin hingga Jumaat 3 kali sehari. Hanya di Astro Awani, berita segenap dimensi.
Hello good people and welcome back to Entrepreneur. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim, and today we're speaking to Puan Haslina Muhammad Ali, Marketing Director of the Sri Munawwarah Design Group. Puan Haslina, it's been a very, very interesting interview and you spoke a lot about the mood, the feel, and how that's very important in business and in fashion. But speaking of which, being in the industry for such a long time, how did you manage to sustain the business at a very successful rate?
I think we don't think about whether it's going to succeed or not.
Really?
We don't.
I mean, when you're running a business, don't you feel that, oh my God, we want to keep this going and going and going, the momentum?
I really think that nothing which we've done so far has been really pre-planned, like, oh, I've got the sales target. I mean, that comes naturally. Of course, you need to have that. But overall, it's been about what fun thing can we do next? It has come to that stage, I think. It has come to that stage. What fun thing, how do we create it, and how do we manifest it into the business? We don't really think of it from, some people sit down and count the dollars and cents first. We do the fun part first. Then only you realize that it will come naturally. It just comes naturally.
So don't put a structure and plan to it so much? Is that what you're saying?
No. My mother is very much, although, some people ask me, how do you work with your mother? How can a family business succeed?
Exactly.
A lot of people ask that. Now, I think, yes, sometimes it is quite difficult to put a full stop and to say, oh, this is business and this is family. But I think what made us able to work so far is because we are family. We put aside our differences, we put aside whatever's cobbles, because that's what only blood and going through the most difficult times together brings you together. So when a challenge comes, we just put our minds together. Who can best handle this problem? How do we handle this problem? We focus on the SWOTs. Who's got strength, who's got weakness, what the opportunities are, and all that sort of thing. And we channel it towards solving the problems. If all the staff have to go on holiday, hooray, let's open the shops ourselves. It comes to that.
It's like a family. So everything is, so happy. We learn a lot of things. To feel what customer needs, to serve customers, and and selling the the good items for customers to make customer happy. Everybody will remember Datuk, of course, Kak Ina, of course, and they like a icon, a very good example, very good icon. What they wear, what they dress today, so everything they want to know about them.
So what kind of exciting things can we expect from Sri Munawwarah next year in 2011?
Well, for one, I can tell you we've got more outlets coming,
Really?
but here as well, and we are diversifying our range. So we want to really, this year we hope to really live up to the name of a lifestyle concept, whereby Munawwarah is lifestyle. Munawwarah equals anything you need. As much as we can. I mean, we want to take it a step further. But again, when I said that we don't really have a very structured marketing plan per se, is that we play it by ear. What is needed at that time, let's do it.
Final question, what's your advice for all future entrepreneurs out there, people who want to set up a business or a fashion business?
If you want to open a business, you should put in your principles of life in it. Because I think if you do it just for money, it will not go a long way. There has to be some form, as I said, with passion. Do not step on other people's toes. Respect your customers. Respect your clients. Respect your suppliers. Respect your co-workers, your staff. Be ready to be versatile. If your staff are not there, you can pick up from where you've always got Plan B, how to work it out. Listen to your staff. Listen to the people you employ. You don't have to follow everything they say, but at least have some form of tolerance. And at the same time, if you are being employed, you should also listen to what your employer has to say, because they know better. They understand where the business is going. So we try to put that understanding into everyone. I think if you plan to start a business, that should be the human nature, the human side of it, the human aspect. And so you need to take care of those people as well.
Okay. It's the 3 R's of business. Do your research, keep it real, and most of all, respect everybody. I'm Ben Ibrahim, and this is Entrepreneur. Today, we've spoken to Puan Haslina Muhammad Ali, Marketing Director of Sri Munawwarah Design. I'm Ben Ibrahim, and we'll catch you next week. Have a great week. Okay, Puan Haslina, we want to get to know you better. First question, favorite food?
Salad and ulam.
Salad and ulam?
Yeah.
What kind of a combination is that?
No, not salad with ulam, but every meal I have, I like ulam or salad.
In one sentence, your advice to all mothers out there, if they don't want their daughters to have a fashion disaster?
All black with some nice tudung. Well, if you're wearing tudung. Accessorize. Lots of accessories.
Okay. Okay. You have $2 in your wallet, $1 to makan, and you need to spend the other dollar on something else. What would you spend it on?
Why not for LV, is it?
Sorry, no.
$1. Oh, I'll buy sweets for my daughter.
Sweets for your daughter. You're a good mother. Thank you very much for your time.